Alice, have you decided whether you want to move in with us?
I've told you many times, but I have no intention of living with you.
But are you sure that you're not going to regret your decision?
Yes, I'm sure I'm not going to change my mind about this.
You're sure?
How many times are you going to ask me that?
Melanie is getting married.
Oh, really? Good for her. Congratulations.
Melanie's fiancé is still young, and he doesn't make much money.
Well, I figured as much. Melanie's still young too.
And I think the two of them will be living with us.
I see. Isn't that good news for you? I'm sure you're thrilled about this. So now there's no need for you to ask us to move in with you.
I just want to make sure that you don't regret your decision later, though.
Were you even listening to what I said up until this point?
Don't you understand that Sean wants to live with us? You're the only thing holding him back. I also miss not having him around the house. Won't you reconsider? Don't you feel bad for keeping Sean from me?
What do you want me to say? Sean and I decided together that he'd be moving out of your house when we got married.
You're a mother now. You should know how I feel. How can you not sympathize with me here?
We told you that Sean would be moving out. You were okay with our decision before. What changed? Also, I don't intend on quitting my job. I love my job. Our home is close to where both Sean and I work. If we move to your place, it will take us over an hour to get to work. It just doesn't make any sense.
That is not the point. Now that you have a daughter, doesn't it make sense for you to live with us?
You're not listening to me. You're trying to make all the decisions here. You don't know what Sean really wants. Why do you assume that moving in is what he wants?
Well, Sean is kind and he cares about his parents. He can't tell you how he really feels because you'll chew him out. If you try to listen to him, he'll tell you how he's really feeling.
Well, how about you take this up directly with Sean then? You told Melanie that Sean married the wrong person. Instead of complaining to Melanie about me, why don't you let Sean know how you really feel about me?
I would, but you don't let me see him as much as I want to. If you say yes to living together, everything will work out for the better, I assure you. And if you're going to continue working, you could use help from us in raising your child.
There's a daycare at my workplace, so I don't need your help. Why are we even having this conversation right now? Melanie and her fiancé are moving in with you, so what's the problem?
That is our son! I want Sean to take care of us if anything should happen to us as we get older. Melanie's fiancé needs to do the same for his family, so I can't expect them to look after us. That's why it's so important to us that your family move in with us. You should stop being so selfish and think about what's important for this family. You're part of this family now, so you should follow our rules. I haven't complained until now, but it's about time that you prioritize our needs before your own. I really do think that Sean chose the wrong person to marry. I can't rely on Melanie because she's going to be part of a new family soon. If you agree to come live with us, I'll ask Melanie and her fiancé to move out so the house won't be so overcrowded.
Isn't that a bit rude? You can't do that to Melanie and her fiancé.
Well, Sean is more important to me. I'm only being nice to you because you're married to my son. And if Sean is going to move in with us, I don't even need you to move.
I see. I understand how you feel. Do you want me to divorce Sean then? Will that make you happy?
Huh?
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? I'll divorce Sean for you.
You're not making any sense.
You just told me that you didn't need me in your family. I'll speak to Sean tonight about the divorce and your wishes for this family. I don't think that he'll want to divorce me, though. He loves me too much. I'll also let Melanie know how you feel about me.
Why do we need to involve Melanie? She has nothing to do with this.
I'm going to tell her that you're going to kick her out as soon as Sean moves in with you. And that you love Sean more than her.
There's no need for you to tell her that. You'll just end up hurting her.
What about my feelings? You seem to have no problem hurting me.
You're such a bitch. You just want to pull me apart from my family. You are a monster.
I just spoke to Melanie. She told me that her father also asked her and her fiancé to move out if Sean was going to move in. She told me that she's not going to move in with you if there's a high chance she'll be kicked out soon after that.
What? She can't do that! She already promised us she'd move in!
It seems that your husband spoke to her before you did. He told her that Sean and I are moving in with you and that there was no room for her and her fiancé. She was really angry with her father after that. She has no intention of moving in with you anymore.
Well, how come Melanie didn't come to me first?
Melanie told me that she spoke to her father yesterday. I guess she's angry with you too. That's why she came to me and not you. Did you tell your husband that Sean and I were moving in with you? How could you? I've been telling you that that's not what we want.
Well, I figured I could persuade Sean to move in. And I knew that I would have to ask Melanie to move out if Sean was moving here. I didn't think she would move out right away, though. And my husband wasn't supposed to say anything to Melanie.
It's because you're being selfish and not thinking about what everyone else in this family wants. I'm sure that your husband became impatient with you and decided to let Melanie know what you were really thinking. Melanie already knows that we have no intention of moving in with you.
But what about what Sean wants? What if he wants to live here with us? He would want to take care of us when we're too old to take care of ourselves.
How can you assume that? You don't know anything. I don't think Sean wants to live with you. To be honest, I'm really annoyed that you keep on pestering us to move in with you. That's all you ever talk about. I'm starting to dread even seeing you face to face out of fear that you'll force us to move in with you. Melanie is also fed up with your behavior. She wants nothing to do with you anymore. As for Sean and I, we don't plan to come to see you for some time. We need a break.
Melanie would never say that about me. You're just making things up to hurt me. She may be slightly annoyed, which is why she's siding with you now. But she'll come to her senses. I know she will.
You said that Sean was more important to you than her behind her back. She was devastated when she found out.
I didn't mean it like that. She misunderstood me. I meant to say that Sean is the older one, and as the older brother, he should be responsible for looking after us. Especially since Melanie is marrying into a new family soon.
Melanie knows that you've been nagging us to move in with you. She agreed to move in with you in the first place because she felt sorry for Sean and I. She was just trying to protect us. She was really hurt when she found out that you favored Sean over her. I can totally understand why she would feel that way.
What do you mean by that? Did you also tell her that I said her fiancé doesn't earn enough money?
I didn't say anything to Melanie. She probably found out through her father. She wasn't trying to move in with you to save money. She was just being a good daughter. She was willing to look after you if Sean and I couldn't. She's your daughter. You should have known that Melanie would do something nice like this. She has a kind heart.
I didn't mean to hurt Melanie's feelings. I really did want her to move in with us. But I figured that she'd want to move out eventually. I guess I was just trying to act strong.
It just sounds like you're making a bunch of excuses. Shouldn't you be telling Melanie this directly instead of me?
Well, Melanie won't pick up my calls. I think she's very angry with me. Would you mind telling her how I really feel?
Melanie doesn't want to talk to you or hear what you have to say to her. I also showed Sean the conversation we've been having over chat up until now. He just got home from work. I thought that he ought to know how his mother was acting.
What did Sean say?
He said he'd rather cut off all ties with his parents than divorce me.
Sean would never do that to us. Sean's my son. You're lying again. He can't abandon us.
He's going to give you a call soon to talk to you directly about this. But first, he's going to talk things over with Melanie. As for me, please don't try to get in touch with me anymore. I have nothing more to say to you. You stressed me out. It's not good for my mental health. By the way, I'm pregnant with my second child.
You're pregnant? When did you find out?
Yes, I'm pregnant.
Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
That's great! Now you have more the reason to move in with us.
Since Sean's going to cut all ties with you, I don't plan on introducing my new baby to you.
You can't keep me from my own grandson. That's cruel, even for you.
See, all you care about is yourself. Hasn't it ever occurred to you that we don't want to spend a minute more with you? You're stressing me and my family out.
I'm sure we can work something out. We can come up with a plan that makes everyone happy. Could you please persuade Sean and Melanie not to be so mad at me? It's all a big misunderstanding.
You can't take back the mean things you said about everyone. You're a grown-up. You, of all people, should know that. You treated me like an outsider, and you backstabbed your own daughter. You're a terrible person.
I'm so sorry. I see how wrong that was now. Please forgive me. I didn't mean any of it. Seriously.
We're not going to forget the horrible things you said about us. How about you and your husband take care of yourselves for the rest of your lives? Don't expect to be seeing your grandchildren anytime soon. Melanie and Sean talked things over and came to a mutual decision. They both wanted nothing to do with their parents. If one of their parents got sick, they would figure out what to do when the time comes. For some reason, their father was livid with their decision. But Melanie and Sean didn't care, and they continued to ignore their parents completely. The following year, Alice gave birth to a healthy baby boy. But Alice and Sean didn't go out of their way to introduce him to his grandparents. They had the decency to send Sean's parents a Christmas card informing them of the birth of their new grandson, though. If only Sean's mother hadn't been so pushy and stubborn about Alice and Sean moving in with them, things might have turned out better for everyone. We're left to wonder whether Sean, Alice, and Melanie will ever forgive Sean's parents.
Hey, Marie! What time do you think you'll make it home today?
Oh, I should be home at regular time.
Me too! This conversation is like we're newly wedded and in love or something.
What are you talking about? But you're totally right. It's a really heartwarming conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is! I'm so glad I can live with you.
Thank you for proposing to me, William. I'm so excited to be your wife.
I'm excited for you to be my wife too. I want steak today.
Okay, I'll do my best for you. I need the ingredients for it, though. You know how there's that store on your way home? I want to send you a grocery list. Can you go ahead and buy it for me?
Huh? Me?
What? I think it'll be faster that way.
Seriously? You're the kind of girl that says stuff like that?
What are you talking about?
I don't mind going out to buy it, but make sure you reimburse me for all of it.
What?
We're definitely splitting the bill. Do you understand?
What? What are you talking about? You're talking about the stuff that you buy from the store, right? You want to split the bill in half?
Yeah, exactly. You aren't trying to get me to buy it all, are you?
No, I'm not. But I'm always paying for our groceries when I buy things.
Really? I didn't know at all.
You didn't know? Did you think that the grocery fairy just magically delivered food to our house for free?
I didn't say that I thought that, but you're making what you wanted to make. So you should pay for everything. It's only fair. Actually, I had to open my stupid mouth and say that I wanted steak. I shouldn't have said anything. I'll pay you half.
What the hell? What are you planning on doing if we get married?
Of course, we're gonna go halvesies on everything. Wait, hang on. You weren't planning on leeching off of me, were you?
Leeching sounds a little mean, don't you think? I never had any intention of doing that, but you're saying we're going half on other things too, right?
Yeah. But as far as food expenses, I don't plan on paying for any of it. As long as I don't request anything special or something.
What the hell?
When you make things that you want to make, I don't need to go out and buy food. Then the food that you buy for yourself, you should pay for yourself, right?
So I'm supposed to pay for both of our food bills.
I'll request from time to time.
That's not the problem here. What are you going to spend extra on?
Huh? Ugh, you're being such a drag. Fine, I'll pay for the water bill.
Why are you choosing water out of everything?
Oh wait, no, that's not fair. You take longer showers than I do. You even take baths. That's not gonna be okay for me. I think that, you just cost more as far as day-to-day life. You should be happy that I'm even bothering to offer half. Just say thank you and be done with it.
I'm not thankful at all. You literally make more money than I do. What are you gonna do when I have to take off for kids? Or even worse, when I'm sick?
You're thinking that far ahead? I knew you were just planning on leeching off of me.
Huh? That's not what I'm saying right now, you idiot!
If you become a leech, I'm gonna dump you in a heartbeat. Better pay half. We're both working, so it only makes sense, right?
I can't do that. And I'm supposed to pay for all of the food? That's way too unfair.
If that's what you think, we're gonna get a divorce real fast.
We've only lived together for a week right now, so I think I've been able to handle it, but this isn't gonna work.
What do you mean it won't work?
I'm just gonna tell you. Since I'm paying for half of the cost of the living fees, you're gonna do as much around the house as I am, right?
Huh? That's not the same thing.
And what exactly about that is not the same thing? I'm paying for my cost of living. You should do chores around the house too. I'm the only one cooking. I clean and do the laundry. What exactly are you bringing to the house, William?
I'm not good at cooking. I can't do it.
Okay, so you're not good at it. You have to make that half too. If you can't survive without making me do it for you, you're leeching off me for the household chores, right?
What? That's such a messed up way of putting it. You realize that you can't say leeching like that to people? It's totally wrong and inappropriate.
Right? Why don't you look back a little bit on your old text messages?
I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't be the kind of person that says that.
Yeah, I totally think so too. I think it's wrong to be that kind of person. Or it's okay for you to tell me that. I'm not allowed to say it to you, though? That's a pretty nice thing for you, isn't it?
I didn't mean it like that. Fine, this conversation is over.
What?
Right? Come on, let's just end it. Let's stop arguing. Arguments won't produce anything.
What are you talking about? I'm saying that what you just said might be the end of it. All because of what you just said?
What? The end of what?
I think that my logic and your logic just don't fit. This isn't gonna work. Have you heard what you're saying? Half everything for the house. I buy all the food for cooking because I'm the chef, and so I pay for all of the food. What the hell is that about? You don't do half the chores. In other words, you pay half the living fees so that you can have some living made for you, right? Are you some kind of stupid?
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry if you took it that way, though.
I think anyone who listens to that will think the same thing.
I'm just saying that if you did do that for me, I would really appreciate it.
Shut the hell up. You should start talking like that after you do half the chores around the house.
Sorry. Let's just talk about this later on, okay? I'll grab the steaks later and head home. Let's go halfsies.
So you're still gonna ask for halfsies there, huh? If I bought it and went home, you definitely wouldn't be paying me half, would you?
Huh? Why would I? It makes no sense for me to actually pay for it.
I don't really understand how you come to that conclusion. I can tell that we won't work out even if we get married. I also want to stop living with you, at least for now.
What? How can you be so selfish? I can't do that. I already told my parents. I even told my friends and my bosses.
Would you rather report that you called off the engagement or that you were getting a divorce? We both still have our individual rooms. I'm so glad. I'll make sure I take my time coming home. You should take all of your stuff and just go to your own house, I guess.
I don't believe it. This is seriously unbelievable. You're the kind of person that would betray me like that?
Betray you how?
I'm never gonna forgive you!
William, where are you right now? What is this about? You're the one that drew all over my door. It was you, right?
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you feel like apologizing to me yet?
No, you're the one that should be apologizing, dumbass. What is wrong with you? This is gonna get reported to the police, just so you know. You wrote all over it with some paint or something. Are you some kind of moron?
Stop saying I'm stupid and that I'm a moron! You betrayed me and dumped me! I'm gonna sue you. Just you watch!
You can sue me all you want. I'm not going to pay you a penny. I'm going to talk to the police about this. The neighbors also saw you, too. This is going to be easy.
Police? You don't even have any security cameras! There's no way you can prove anything!
Did I forget to mention? My apartment has security cameras in the hallway.
Huh? You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding. We can literally check the cameras immediately. What was your plan anyway, idiot?
I just figured you would rethink all of your mistakes.
What do you mean mistakes? About what?
The fact that you said I was a leeching parasite? That you just kept saying I did things and that I was so dumb? You didn't make any steak and you stayed out late!
Steak? That's why you threw a piece of meat on the door? Literally a flank of meat and red paint. It looks terrible at first glance, you understand? It's seriously the worst thing I've encountered. This is beyond vandalism. I'm going to report your actions to your company.
This has nothing to do with my company! I just need you to realize all the wrong you did. I'll clean it up!
The police are already here. They're going to take photographs for evidence. We're talking to the neighbors to get their testimonies, too.
What? Police? That was way too fast. I said I'm sorry. I was planning on cleaning it up on my own.
The paint is not going to come off easily. I'm going to call some people to clean it up and you're going to pay for it.
I'm getting a call from my company. Why the hell?
I told the police where you work. They're probably just checking if what I said was true. I have no idea, though. I'm so glad I didn't marry you. You can call other people some kind of parasite or leech. But then you freak out and demand an apology when they call you a parasite. How old are you? And then you go and vandalize someone's door. Steak? You're seriously surprising me with how stupid you are. Oh, and all your stuff? I'll be sure to pack the finest prime cut steak and send it to your office. Why don't you make your own damn steak? William showed up to the scene, but saw that the police were investigating and ran away. They were able to catch him immediately and he was brought in for questioning. It wasn't a criminal case, so all he got was a stern warning, but the paint wouldn't come off of the apartment walls. Not only did Marie end up suing him for damages, the real estate managing the property also decided to sue William for damages. Rumors of his escapades also spread like a wildfire in his office. He was called up by HR and questioned, after which he was demoted. Within the office, they all started talking about him. He was considered the crazy dude or steak guy. He had a whole list of nicknames. He might be quitting in the near future.